you guys defended in the first period and did a good job of it. They didn't score. I mean, Craig Anderson made some saves, and then you finally started getting at the other end of the ice in the second period. What got you where you could defend and get to the offensive zone in the second?
Yeah, well, we've made defending a greater focal point for us, and I think our guys recognized tonight ways that they could impact it more and more as the game went along. I think the first was build that foundation of defending, especially in this building. Thought we did a really good job of that. Obviously, 3 shots against in the second period, and 2 have been up in your net. Our guys could have got frustrated. They didn't. They knew they could, felt they could find a way. They did. What a great goal. I think the first goal was Quinn, Turka, and Power, 3 young guys that really rose for us, and obviously Cousins in the third, and Tuck, who was, as we all know, nice to have back in the lineup.
Don, it's 2-0. You get an outshot 15-4. Like you said, you were still defending okay, but from that point on, I think the shots, you had the next 16 shots in the game, and you kept them without a shot for over 17 minutes. How important, when you look back on this, could that moment be of how you guys turned it around, in your chase for a wild card?
Yeah, this and tonight was important for us because we played really well the other night and didn't get a win and didn't get the reward of the work. And we've talked a lot about the work being defending the right way, playing the right way, and tonight it wasn't working on the scoreboard halfway through the game, but sticking with the process as they started. I thought. Again, the chatter on the bench, you hear it, and there was no emotion, no extra wasted energy anywhere. They were dialed in, and this group knows they can score, so we're trying to sell the other side to them. Believe in that confidence, and it obviously came through tonight. It was nice to see the young guys start it, and then obviously Tuck, Skinner, Thompson in a big way in the third. It's still young guys with Cousins in there as well.
How important was that performance from the Jokiharju power pairing with Samuelsson out and obviously managing Dahlin's workload a little bit?
I thought it was Jokiharju's best game in a long time. He was very, very effective in helping us win, and Owen was Owen. He does not play like a 20-year-old player. He plays like a veteran, and it showed tonight.
Alex's impact, I mean, we saw him, maybe you didn't notice him very early on, but he clearly got going. Just what did you see from him as the night progressed?
Just that progression. He was obviously timing and things were I thought it took him a little bit to get into a rhythm, and then I thought the 3 of them looked in sync somewhere about the halfway point of that game. You could see they were starting to take things over, specifically upon possession, and that's an incredible trio there, Skinner, Thompson, and Tuck. So worked out well. I thought Greenway and Middlestead were good together as well.
We're talking about Alex's ability and potential for a long time. Is it meaningful to see him hit the 30-goal milestone?
It is. I mean, obviously, when we acquired Alex, I'd watched him, had been around him since he was 16, and you guys know I from day one talked about how much more there is for Alex production-wise, and the fact that he didn't even know how good he was as a player, and I think he's starting to realize that, and obviously we're the benefactors, all of us, and there's a lot more in him, but it's fun. He's a fun player to work with such a high capacity. There's sometimes in some shifts he dominates and you don't even know if he broke a sweat. It's that effortless. So we're certainly glad we have him.
How much does Craig Anderson calm things down in a game like this when he's playing the way he was?
Craig does. Tonight he didn't need to. That was the beauty of tonight. Guys were, as I said, dialed in and calm the whole way through. We've talked a lot about, people will laugh, but the process. And there's a process within a game. You've got 60 minutes, so you can't ride ups and downs, and you've got to stay on objectives that you laid out, believing that they're going to come through. And so I think tonight the entire group was calm, much Craig Anderson-like.
When you hear the crowd step up to sing the national anthem, what does that mean to you as an American?
You know what? I'm really glad you mentioned that, and that was a pretty special moment to be in Canada and hear the crowd singing our anthem. So hats off to the fans that were here. That'll be a memorable thing, I think, for anybody that was in the building. But certainly, what a great place this is. Lots of great people, and they rose to the occasion at the moment.
in the last two games with the good defending goes hand in hand with good goaltending. Lucan in the other night and Craig, I mean, he stopped a 2-on-0. That came, I mean, if that goes in, it could be a whole different hockey game. Maybe just talk about the goaltending that you've gotten in the last two also that have helped you be in position to try to win games.
Well, they haven't seen any barrage type, which is good, and obviously, you know, the goals, a couple of breakdowns, and the 2-on-0 breakdowns happen, but keeping them at a minimum is really important, and so their workload is much lighter, and I think that's obviously helped everybody. So, but you're right, Craig was very good tonight when he had to be, and Upi, I thought, was more than good enough to win that game the other day.
Thanks, Don.